So who likes kneeling? But put up your hand if you can kneel. Put it down. Put up your hand now if you just think kneeling would be the most painful thing in the world ever, and it's the last thing I would want to do. Okay, that gets it. Right, so if you are willing to kneel, this is your chance. Okay, we're going to have, I'm going to get some, or I'm going to send someone out to get chocolate for the best kneelers. Okay, and so anyone who would like to kneel and see who can kneel the longest, come forward now, because there's chocolate involved, okay, for the winners. So, come on, and yeah, come on, all you kneelers. Right, now we've worked out that the official way of kneeling is the only things that are touching the floor are toes and knees. Yeah? That's the official way of kneeling. And then I'm going to do, there's no. Jonathan, you can do it if you want. You can do. Right. So you're not allowed to touch the stage either, because that would help. That would give you support. Right. So there's two ways of kneeling. You can kneel. It's called on your haunches, isn't it? Where you're down, and then kneeling up. So if everyone goes down, so kneel down. That's it. Go down, and then kneel up. Then come up. And then go down, and then up, and then up. Got you. Right, okay, so which is easier, up or down? So if you think easier is up, can you go down? And if you think easier is down, can you go up? Right? Okay, and now once you're up or down, you can't change. Okay, you can't change. If we see someone going down, or if we see someone coming up, then you're out. Okay? And we'll have some judging going on. If you see anyone go down or up, then go, oi, you, out. In a vicious way. Is that good? You're doing well? Easy. Right, so we're talking today about kneeling and stuff when people stay up or down, Luke. Right, okay. So, and Mary, who lived with Martha, her sister, and Lazarus, their brother, was someone who met Jesus, as much as we know, 3 times. And on all those 3 occasions, she knelt at Jesus' feet. Yeah, she either knelt at Jesus' feet, she might have sat at Jesus' feet, but for the purpose today, she's going to kneel at Jesus' feet. And she never moved. She started off up and she stayed up, or she started down and she stayed down. And so the first time, as Jesus and the disciples, this is Luke chapter 10, as they continued on their way to Jerusalem, they came to a village where a woman named Martha welcomed him into her home. Her sister, Mary, knelt at the Lord's feet, listening to what he taught. But Martha was distracted by the big dinner she was preparing. She came to Jesus and said, Lord, doesn't it seem unfair to you that my sister just kneels there where I do all the work? It might say sit, and I'm changing it to kneel. While I do all the work, tell her to come and help me. But the Lord said to Martha, my dear Martha, you are worried and upset about all these details. There is only one thing being concerned about. Mary has discovered it, and it will not be taken away from her. Sometimes it's right, isn't it, to kneel before Jesus. To kneel before Jesus and say, yeah, Jesus, I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty for more of you. Jesus, I'm thirsty to get more of you. I want to know more about you. And it's right to kneel. Sometimes, for example, on Mother's Day, it's good not just to sit on your phone or sit wherever and help, because it's Mother's Day and that's what you ought to do. But sometimes it's right to say, no, it's good. I want to spend this time listening to Jesus. I want to spend this time listening to what he wants to say to me? Because sometimes we can get too busy and we need to come and kneel before Jesus. Jesus said, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. And it's like, yeah, we want to be thirsty. We want to be hungry for more of Jesus. So is it that you need to kneel, or if you can't kneel, sit before Jesus? Even when others say, that's ridiculous, that's stupid, that's bad, or others just simply say no, it's great because Jesus says, yes, this is good. Has anyone moved? Has anyone gone up or down yet? You're doing okay? You're doing okay? Right. So when the next time Jesus... Quaker, were you up and then went down? Have we got it on? Have we got VAR? Can we look on anyone on? Right. Okay. So we'll give you benefit of the doubt, right? But you're down now. Watching. Right. So we got it on the screen now, so everyone can see. Right. So when Jesus arrived near Bethany, they knew that Lazarus, Mary and Martha's brother, had died and he'd been buried for 4 days. And so Jesus went to Bethany, and many Judeans, many people had come to see Mary and Martha to comfort them over their brother's death. When Martha heard that Jesus was coming, she went out to meet him, but Mary stayed in the house. Martha said to Jesus, if you had been here, Lord, my brother would not have died. But I know that even now God will give you whatever you ask him for. Your brother will raise to life. Jesus told her. I know, she replied, that he will rise to life on the last day. Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. Those who believe in me will live even though they will die. And all those who live and believe in me will never die. Do you believe this? Yes, Lord, she answered. I do believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of God, who has come into the world. After Martha said this, she went back and called her sister Mary privately. The teacher is here, she told her, and he's asking for you. When Mary heard this, she got up and hurried out to meet him. Mary arrived where Jesus was, and as soon as she saw him, she fell at his feet and knelt before him. I did that bit. Lord, she said, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. Jesus saw her weeping, and he saw how the people who were with her were weeping also. His heart was touched, and he was deeply moved. The story wonderfully goes on where Jesus says, Lazarus, come out of the tomb. And he shows that he is the resurrection and the life. But for Mary, she knelt at Jesus' feet with exactly how she was feeling. Yeah, with exactly how she was feeling. She was weeping. She was grieving. She was saying, Lord, I'm here before you. And I was just thinking, are there times when we're anxious, when we're confused, when we're down, when we're depressed, when we're grieving, that we need to come and kneel before Jesus and say, I'm here. And others might say, no, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. But Jesus says, yes, this is a good place to be. Because blessed are those who mourn. Blessed are those who come to me in their anxiety. Blessed are those who come to me in their confusion. Blessed are those who come to me when depressed. Because I will comfort them. Jesus says yes. You're doing well. You're doing well. Are you going? Are you still going? It's okay. We're a place of grace. We're going to let you in. We're going to let you say, right, we're watching Henry and we're watching Quakey now. Right, okay. They're down. Don't let them come up. Right. So, the third time that Mary met Jesus, just before Easter, just before the Easter, it's one of the things that happened just before Easter. Jesus arrived in Bethany, the home of Lazarus, the man he had raised from the dead. A dinner was prepared in Jesus' honor. Martha served, well done, that's what she does, and Lazarus was among those who ate with him. Then Mary took a 12-ounce jar of expensive perfume made from essence of nard, and she anointed Jesus' feet with it, wiping his feet with her hair. The house was filled with the fragrance. Judas Iscariot, the disciple who would soon betray Jesus, said that perfume was worth a year's wages. They reckon it was worth 300 denarii. Denarii, one denarius, denariatum, whatever, was worth a day's wage. So if you work 300 days, which you might not, you might only work 250 days, so we're talking it's a year and a bit, and you work out how much you earn or how much you earn when you were working, that's how much Mary poured on Jesus' feet. And many said, Judas said, that's a waste. That could have been used to give to the poor. Not that he cared for the poor, he was a thief. And since he was in charge of the disciples' money, he often stole for himself. Jesus said, leave her alone. She did this in preparation for my burial. You will always have the poor among you, but you will not always have me. I love that Jesus says, yes. If you want to be extravagant, yes. If you want to be extravagant in helping the poor, yes. If you want to be extravagant in helping someone else, in serving someone else, in doing something amazing, yes. But come and kneel before me and do this extravagant thing. Bring this extravagant thing as you kneel before me. Others might say you're mad. You should give your time to something else. You should give your money to something else. You should give whatever it is to something else. But Jesus says, yes, yes, I accept your offering. So, are you going to kneel? Are you going to kneel? Even when others say no, are you going to kneel because you want to learn more? Are you going to kneel because the way you're feeling, you need to come to Jesus? Are you going to kneel and say, Jesus, you are awesome? Are you going to kneel? Or are you going to listen to the world and to other voices that says, don't bother doing that? Or are you going to hear Jesus when he says, yes?